Yes.
Y'all see my bald head?
Yes.
You need a haircut, right? Well, can't say enough about this team. They keep finding ways, to go out and represent themselves. We didn't know that Matt was not going to be available until he has. I think that had been Sunday night. I think he started having flu-like symptoms. You never really know how an individual will respond to medicine. And yesterday, he didn't feel a lot better, and obviously he just couldn't go today. Yesterday was the first day that Polite had in his excuse me any type of contact, and we wasn't for sure that he would respond to the workout that we gave him, but he did. And his play, his leadership, his experience was extremely valuable. Obviously, John Butler got us off to a good start. We shot the ball extremely well. I thought during the first part of the game, it gave us a big lift mentally and emotionally. We faltered there toward the end of the first half, where I thought that we just defensively we had some breakdowns. The second half, I thought we gave a little bit more attention to their ability to shoot threes. They had a couple of looks, but they missed them. But for the most part, I thought we did fairly well. We got some deflections and steals, and got out and got a few easy baskets. And all thing I can say is that I thought we challenged our players to understand that we had an opportunity to prove to a lot of people how you handle adversity. There's a possibility that you can grow, get stronger, and build in your character when you deal with adversity the correct way. Holding each other accountable, becoming tighter as a unit, communicating more, accepting calls, not only holding yourself accountable, but holding your teammates accountable. Obviously, we're not as deep as we have been, so you have to extend yourself when you get fatigued. You got to reach down the side and try to find a little something extra because we are short on numbers. And I thought our guys did all those little things tonight.
That Wesley kid, he's awesome.
You guys have any questions?
Leonard, first half, they had 15 second chance points. Second half, they only had 4. Just talk about you guys getting at the boards, competing there, and obviously changing a narrative there.
There's no doubt that in the first half, the transition hurt us. Their second chance baskets, and most of it was as a result of us giving up offensive rebound. I thought we adjusted in the second half. We didn't give up hardly nearly as many second chance points, and I thought we improved ourselves on the boards, and I thought that made a difference in the game.
Leonard, did you feel like you guys were a little more physical in the second half than you were?
Well, we didn't have a choice because they were much more aggressive going to the boards than we were. I thought we blocked out a little better. We got stops. We contested at the rim a lot better, and I thought we closed out and contest. Didn't give them nearly as many of those good looks that they got in the first half. In other words, they're such a great three-point shooting team that you can't, when they're driving into the basket, a lot of times they're driving to score. Driving to pitch to guys on the perimeter. And I thought we didn't give up as much ground. We kind of stayed closer to our men when they drove in the basket. They're a good basketball team. I was surprised that they did not make a three in the second half.
Any more questions?
When did you realize you were going to have Anthony back, and how big of a lift was that, especially not having Matthew?
Well, I guess it was Tuesday when he had a little bit more contact in practice. And after having some conversations with him, he convinced me that he was healthy and was pain-free, and that he felt that he could go. Now, he's been doing an awful lot of running on the side, but obviously he got fatigued quite a few times during the course of the game, so we tried to keep him as fresh as possible. But he convinced me yesterday that he was healthy enough where he could go out and play and not do any additional damage to his hand.
Leonard, how much of a credit do you think it is to the culture that y'all have established within the program, that all the injuries, the streak of losses, to have kind of this late season charge, to have that still in the tank?
Well, we won 6 in a row, and we was feeling kind of good about ourselves, and all of a sudden the injury bug just started raising its ugly head. And that was challenging for the amount of first-year players that we have to adjust to. I mean, not really knowing who's available, and you had no reference to adjust and deal with the scenarios that we were dealing with. And so as a coaching staff, you always can adjust, but it's such a different set of circumstances we're dealing with. We were just having to be extremely aware of what type of mindset we were dealing with. And it was a little bit all over the board. We had guys stepping in different roles. We had guys, some being motivated by it, some being negatively depressed about it. I mean, our emotions were all over the place. And so we were struggling a little bit to try to find a way to bring everybody together. And I thought that our worst moment was when we went to Carolina. It just seemed like Carolina had more juice than us. The fact that we had won, I think, for the last 5 times, they were extremely motivated at a high level. And there we were reeling from how we going to adjust, to not having the leadership that we had once had. And I thought our emotions and our thought processes were all over the place. But I thought we regrouped, challenged each other, challenged the players. And I think we're in a decent place now as from a mental and emotional standpoint. We're just trying to find a way and challenge them, not worry about anything other than going out and execute, stick with our game plan, become stronger in terms of how we communicate, hold each other and themselves accountable. And that's what our kids are doing. And I think you're right. Our culture is getting back to its normal way of operating. And obviously we challenge them in every way. We stand on some shoulders of guys who've come in and made a tremendous sacrifice for us to be where we thought we'd be this year. And we faltered a little bit, and we just can't allow ourselves to feel sorry for ourselves. We got to overcome this adversity, and to the best of our ability with our attitudes, our determination, and our effort, along with the unselfish spirit that I thought that we displayed tonight.
Leonard, it won't show up in the box score probably, but there was a lot of loose balls that, like, Cam Fletcher, just guys kept plays alive. It seemed like a lot of hustle plays in this game. No
doubt about that. He has a way of just getting his hands on balls, and he'll go from one side of the floor to the other, to his athleticism and his aggressiveness. And he was extremely tired tonight, but I thought he reached deep down inside and just gave us a little, whatever that extra effort was, to kind of give us a chance to be successful. Those tips and keeping the ball live, and so somebody else could get it was very important during the course of the game.
Everybody else said?
All right, fellas. Thank y'all very much.
Guys, we'll take questions for Anthony, please.
Anthony, coach said you convinced them, I guess, this week that you didn't have any more pain. And how bad did you want to get back in there?
It's been a process. I've been telling him that I wanted to get back and be with the guys out on the court. And he finally, the doctor finally cleared me. and I was able to be out there and get a dub today.
How tough was the 7-game stretch for you to just be a bystander, being somebody that watching your team struggle here?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely tough for everybody on the team. We went through a lot of adversity, and we all had to deal with it. We all grew from it. We all learned from game to game. We played with a lot of different lineups. There was one game where all of our starters were out. So younger guys had to step up in new roles. And last game, you could see last game, everybody started to click. And I feel like each game we learned something that we kept bringing on to the next game. And if we figure it out right now, that's a good thing.
Can you discuss a little bit just your kind of your preparation and rehab to get back to this point, running, taking shots, and also I'm curious, using that brace on your right hand, how much does that kind of affect you, if at all, during a game?
Yeah, I mean, I've been staying in shape, just running up and down, showing coach that when I get back and I'm in shape. With my wrist, I've just been getting a lot of rehab, trying to strengthen my wrist and get the swelling down. And for the brace, if I wanted to play, I had to wear that and to protect it. But it limits me a little bit. But if I could be out there, play solid defense and then contribute however I can on offense, that's what I'll be doing.
Anthony, what impressed you the most about John Butler's performance tonight?
I mean, we see him every day. We know he can shoot the lights out. I think he's starting to play outside of his personality, and that's something that he's capable of doing pretty much every day. You just got to keep being on him, being aggressive, and being confident. And for him, sky's the limit, really. Everybody good?
Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, appreciate you, guys.
Thank you. Everybody good?
Get your 6-minute shower.